Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. I just kind of wanted to make a little short video to explain everything that happened about 3 weeks ago at my first appointment that I went to for baby. It was actually supposed to be for birth control, as I mentioned before, but I ended up figuring out that I was pregnant, and so I decided just to go anyway to kind of schedule my first appointment. And like I said, I was cramping pretty bad and everything, so I just kind of wanted to go over all the information I found out and keep you guys updated.
I also wanted to apologize for the mess in the back. I haven't cleaned the house yet today. I'm just filming this video really quickly while my daughter naps, and I'm trying to get it done before she wakes up because it'll make it so much easier.
Okay, so like I said, it was about 3 weeks ago. I went in for my appointment, which was originally supposed to be for birth control. I told the doctor that I was cramping and everything.
And after the last period, I should have been around 6 weeks.
And so she, kind of figured it'd be normal to cramp because your uterus is stretching and everything at that time. So she ended up ordering a bunch of blood tests just because I guess my blood pressure was pretty high too, and she wanted to make sure that my kidneys and everything are functioning right. So she also ordered a 24-hour urine test, which is just where you have to literally, every time you pee, collect your urine and put it inside of a jug that they give you, and then after 24 hours bring it back to them so they could test it to check for proteins and stuff like that. But the last thing that they're checking for was my HCG, just to, make sure that it was rising properly and that I had enough of it to kind of prove my pregnancy. I also just want to apologize for the lighting too. It is super, super bright outside, so it's making me look like a ghost. But it's what we're dealing with today. Okay, so I went in to get my HCG and everything, my blood drawn, all that good stuff. And they told me, come back Monday, bring in your urine sample, and we'll draw your blood and check your HCG one more time. So Monday rolled around and I got my test results back from everything except for the HCG test. So I went in, turned in my urine sample, and then I ended up getting my blood drawn one more time so they can test my HCG one more time and compare it to Friday's. Which I thought was kind of weird that I didn't have Friday's results from the HCG yet, just because I had all the other results. And it was making me nervous because typically if they don't post your results on the patient portal, then they're usually not good results. They usually want to tell you over the phone. So it was making me nervous, so I waited about 2 or 3 days, and they still didn't call me to tell me. So I finally called them, and they're like, oh, well, the doctor's busy. When she's not busy, I'll have, her call you back. And I think it only took, 2 more hours for them to call me back. But let me tell you, when you're nervous, especially about a life inside of you that you're super, super excited about, 2 hours feels like forever. So after those 2 hours, she called me back, and I guess my HCG Friday was only around 40, which is super, super low. It's more like a 2 to 3 week mark, I guess. So that was kind of concerning. Hi. Can you go lay down, please? Go lay down. So that was kind of concerning. And then the good news is that Monday it was all the way up to 140. So it more than doubled. You don't gotta be in this video. I'm doing it while Sissy's asleep so I can get it done quick. Come on, lay down. So yeah, so Monday was up to 140, which is a great sign. Since it was still so low, she was a little bit concerned, but I do have PCOS, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome, so it's kind of hard to tell when I ovulate and everything anyway, because my periods are so sporadic and irregular. I don't know. Plus this baby, was an oopsie-daisy baby. We weren't trying, so I really, wasn't tracking anything. I just knew the first day of my last period. And so, she just said, we'll schedule an appointment for 2 weeks, and then you come in, get an ultrasound and everything. But until then, no intercourse, don't be picking up anything heavy or do anything strenuous, just in case. That way it's lesser chance of miscarriage and everything. So for those 2 weeks, I was really careful. I didn't do anything strenuous. I still wanted to walk some stuff, but she said that was fine. And then it was the day before I was supposed to have my appointment, and I got a phone call from my doctor, to confirm it. But they're like, oh, but just so you know, your insurance isn't going to cover it. Which really surprised me, because insurance that I have should cover it. But then she kind of explained that I needed another referral from my regular doctor saying that I need full OB coverage and that I was pregnant. So then I ended up calling them to send my insurance like a referral saying that I kind of, need to get in. But luckily it only took like 2 or 3 days and they accepted it. And so I was actually able to go in, I think let's see here, I think it was that Friday. So like 3 days after I was supposed to. And I went in, I was super, super nervous. And they checked my blood pressure and everything again. It was perfectly fine, luckily. Also, my urine sample came back perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with my kidneys or anything that should be causing high blood pressure. So they had me sit, lay down on the table because I had to do a transvaginal ultrasound just because I was so early along. If they did an ultrasound over your stomach, they wouldn't really be able to see much. So they get all that set up and showed you in the ultrasound, but she had the screen turned away from me just because I don't know if it's so like they can prepare you for bad news or whatever if they need to or what, or just so if you don't know what you're looking at, you don't get worried. But she literally sat there staring at the screen, I guess trying to get the right angle or something for about 10 minutes. And I was getting really nervous because she wasn't saying anything. So I was kind of preparing myself for the worst. But luckily, after, like I said, around 10 minutes, she turned the screen around and showed me a little tiny, but seems to be perfectly healthy baby. You could even see the heartbeat. So I was super, super stoked. She actually even let me record the screen for a little bit to send to my husband, because since with all the COVID and everything going on right now, they're only allowing the patient in the office at the time, so he wasn't able to go, sadly. But I did get a video, and I got some ultrasound pictures, so I'll insert the clips of those after this. But I am now a day away from being 8 weeks, so everything's going good, baby's looking good, and we're just so blessed to have another little miracle. I'm also going to be posting the next day or so, I think, a 4 to 6 week pregnancy update, because I'm wanting to do one every 4 weeks, so about once a month, just so I can look back on like after this pregnancy and kind of reminisce, and also to share with you guys, because I would love to share our journey. But I hope you liked today's video, and I know I kind of went through everything really fast, but I was just trying to get this recorded before my daughter wakes up from her nap. But if you liked it, give it a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button down below to continue with our journey with us. And if you ring the little bell, you'll get notifications every time I upload, which I think I'm going to be uploading a lot more now since I'm going to be having a lot of baby content. But I hope you liked today's video. Thank you for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye.
Yolk sac. You're able to see that?
Yeah.
That flicker, flicker, flicker right there. So those are all very good signs.